I gotta like open it up so it'll be silent.
What? You gotta open your what up? What you opening up?
I'm not gonna go that far because we already know what I'm talking about.
You good, bro? I gotta open it up. Keep that over there.
It's gotta be silent. The far has to be silent.
Nah, bro, you on.
It's episode 179 of the Rise and Grind podcast. We here to talk. It's Thursday. It's your boy Roderick.
Yes, sir, Cari. We in the building, man. Like you said, episode 179.
We had an extensive pre-pod.
We did.
I feel great. It's late. It's early, should I say. But I feel great. It's Thursday. I'm here to fucking pod.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm ready. Like you said, pre-production was great.
It was great.
Very great. We talked... a lot of times pre-production, I know y'all always hear us and we say, we talked about that before. So majority of the time, of course, we're pre-planning for the pod. That's what it is.
Right.
But this time, man, we really just had a lot of just real life conversation.
Yeah. Usually, like you said, pre-pod is loaded with, okay, this is what we're going to be talking about today. If we haven't spoken about what we're talking about over the past 3 to 4 days, whatever it's been since the last time we've been in here together, let's make sure we get privy on these topics. Let's make sure that we have all the information, that we're not speaking uninformed, things like that.
Right.
But everything that we had this week, we pretty much rolled right through. We knew what we were talking about. So yeah, we were in here talking life, growing up, relationships, careers.
Trauma.
Yeah. Drama. Yeah.
Everything, man.
Trauma life in the pod.
We're humans, man. We go through shit too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not shy of talking about that now. I don't think we're gonna go into detail with what exactly is going on. But we both know that we talked a little bit last week about where we want to be and making changes to where we want to be. I think we're both ready to put our best foot forward, and make the best out of the next coming quarter and year moving forward.
Absolutely,
in all aspects of life.
Yeah, I would definitely say we're on the same page with that. Yeah, man, it's just you reach a certain point. We're both 25, bro. Like
it's time to turn the temperature up.
Man, you got to start really looking at life different. You got to have a wider view on things.
Yeah, and in every single aspect, from the job to the relationship to the house, the car, it matters.
Everything, bro. Like your schedule, what you eat,
the life insurance. We talked the other day with Hop about our trust.
Trust funds and shit. Real trust fund babies. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Just different conversations. Like I said, with age, you get more wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You get knowledge. And we just talk about it. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to the quarter ending or continuing, the end of the year. Just the pod, like you said, just all aspects in life, bro. Like, I just want to continue to grow.
Right.
Like, every day, I'm just about growing, bro. Live and grow. That's always been, like, my motto. Shout out to Casey Veggies. But, yeah, bro, that's just what I'm on, man. But how was your week, though? How you feeling? How was your past week? What's going on with you, bro?
This week has been great. It's still been a mix of me spending some free time, getting a little work in here and there, and brainstorming on the pod. I don't know. You probably have been able to tell, and I've been able to tell with you. I don't know if you had more free time. I have for sure. We've been bouncing a lot of pod ideas off of each other in the last week or two, and I've had a lot of time to just to brainstorm.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, everything's just been great.
Good. But yeah, like you said, man, we've had a lot of free time. I guess you could say a lot of ideas we have just been going back and forth. I just feel like my creative juices are just in a whole different place right now.
Mine as well.
I don't know what it is, bro. Maybe it's the end of the year and we just trying to wrap it up, really put a bow on things for the year. I think maybe that's what it is. But yeah, my creative spirit, my creative juices have just been flowing like every day. I'm like, nigga, we got to create. We got to do something.
But I honestly feel like we're in such a great place because whether it's, we've already been telling them that we're taking breaks. We're gonna do what we need to do during the holidays. But we already have a plan in place for October. we have a plan in place for November. We got a plan in place for the beginning of November. I mean, the beginning of December, middle toward Christmas time. We got a plan for New Year's. We're good. Like that's why I'm starting to brainstorm a little bit more. Ideas are flowing because normally, of course, we're gonna have this board for the last 3 months, or we're gonna have our ideas, our goals up for the last 3 months that we're gonna knock down. But we're usually thinking of them, and we're trying to make sure we knock those down, and that they're taken care of by whatever point in time. We have a lot of taken care of already.
Yeah, man, which is good.
I think October's done already.
Yeah. Like you said, we've planned and we've sat down. We wrote the shit down on paper, wrote it on the board, like you said. So it's just gonna be good to just check things off, bro. Like we told y'all before, like really first, second quarter, write your goals down and see it every day. So it's the same shit. Like we really have been living by that motto this entire year. Like nigga, we got. Between me and you, I swear to God, the shared notes that we have, bro, it's like 5 different, 6.
Yeah. We have
different notes of different topics. You know what I'm saying? So like niggas just been working, bro, but I'm looking forward to it, bro. I've been feeling good, like you said. My weekend's been good, man. It was my pop's birthday. I know recently we celebrated your grandmother's birthday. My pops had his birthday on the 27th.
Happy birthday, Pops.
Yes, sir. He turned 53, man. It was good. We got to hang out, surprise him. Another one of our friends, his best friend, met up to get some food. And then, I surprised him, showed up with some shoes and gifts. So it was just good, man, to just see my people. But I'm feeling good, bro. Like I said, just in great spirits. Creative spirits are good. Life is great. And just the pod, bro. Everything is just great, man. I'm blessed.
That's great. We talked. I'm only saying this because it's almost time for it again, and I'm sure we'll do it again. We talked last year with all of the bros, and we sat down on the year's worth of goals, on where we planned on being, what we planned on doing for 2022. Yep. Now that we sit in basically month 10 out of 12, we're not just there yet. We've got a couple of more days.
Yeah.
But we sit in month 10 out of 12, basically. Mm-hmm. Do you think that, or where are you from there? Mm-hmm. And did you think that you would be where you are now, whether that's that far back or that far forward?
Yeah, that's a great question, by the way, man. And it's crazy because that journal that we used when we met up, I think it was December 15th. I got the date. I'll have to look, but December 15th or somewhere last year, 2021, like you said, we sat down and we wrote our goals out. I just looked at that recently. So one thing, my number one goal on there was treat the pod like a business. So I definitely...
That was number one on mine too.
Definitely have succeeded in that aspect. Some other things that I had on there were like become more disciplined, learn how to say no. I remember saying that.
One of them, that was one of mine too. The other one was to be able to place business over women, and I've been able to
pleasure.
I've succeeded in the year 2022 for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's good, man. But I will say, just to answer your question, I will say so far, of course, we still have 3 months left. So far, I think I'm pretty much achieving everything that I had written down on that list. And even if I'm not, man, I feel great. Like last year, coming off the pandemic, 2021 was kind of just like a going through the motions. We're coming off of 2020 and the craziness of that year. So last year, bro, I just really went through the motions with just from January to December. I kind of just went with the flow. But this year, hell no. Like I've had a plan. You know what I'm saying? And I've put that shit to work. So I'm definitely feeling like I've been disciplined this year.
Yeah, I feel like I've been a lot more disciplined this year as well. I feel like I've still got some more discipline to learn, but
always.
This was a more steady year. My mental state in an amazing place. Last year, I'm grateful for last year, but last year was a hard year. I'd say maybe like from up to down, left, right, northeast, southwest. I went through every emotion last year. So it's great to actually be in a more steady place.
Yeah, for sure.
That 8 to 10 mental range the entire year, flourishing. Business is great, personal's great, things like that. So yeah.
Is there one thing or maybe even multiple things that compared to last year to now that has caused you to be more steady? You know, what was it last year that you think that was causing you to be in all of those emotions? And maybe it wasn't just one thing. Maybe it was a multitude of things.
Cancer's in my life.
Okay.
I don't mean actual cancer. I mean, like, there were cancerous people in my life that needed to be weeded out for me to be able to fly. Like, if you're a Bible reader, Abraham had to leave Lot for Abraham to be able to grow. They saw the way they were family. They loved each other, but like some people you can't work together with. You gotta leave to grow. So like whether that's friendships, family, relationships, anything that you want to take part in something like that, yeah, you gotta rid yourself of cancers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I had to let cancers go from me.
For sure. That's good, man. I'm glad that you're feeling better, though. That's amazing to hear.
Absolutely.
Glad to have a small part in that. You know what I'm saying? I know the pod helps you keep you steady, I would say, in my opinion. At least that helps me. So
for sure. Some people don't have children. This is my baby.
Yeah,
Sure. I'm sure you feel the exact same way.
Hell yeah.
This is the kid for me. So we gonna raise this motherfucker.
For sure. The right way.
For sure. We had one thing we wanted to talk about before we got into music, before we got into news, things like that. You sent me someone's post. It was one of those Instagram story.
Yeah.
What would you do? Things like that. If you were stranded on an island for a year and could only have 3 things, what would they be? I feel like we've been asked this before, maybe as a kid, something like that. But as an adult, my answer would probably be much different.
What you keeping, man? What's your 3 choices?
I'm gonna need this says for a year, right? You're stranded for a year on an island.
Yep,
I'm gonna need a year's worth of marijuana, supplies to go with it, shit like that. But yeah, I'm gonna need a year's worth of marijuana.
Okay, that's fine.
Second, I'm gonna need a female companion that is definitely down to have sex. Oh,
okay, for sure. Can't go a year without it.
Yeah. And if we're stranded on an island, this is not about sex at all. This is just about like cleanliness, healthiness, period.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be catching and eating a lot of fish. All of that fish can't be incredible for the pH.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a year's supply of chicken. Even if they're live and I have to kill this and cook it myself. I'm gonna need number 1, the marijuana. I'm gonna need 2, the female companion.
Yeah.
Preferably down to have sex. And 3, I'm gonna need some chicken to balance out all of this fish I'm eating.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely don't want to throw off any pH on an island.
Yeah,
That's
even if you wanted to do beef, I do chicken.
Right. No, those are great answers though. Definitely, I'm gonna steal 2 of those.
It's food, vice,
Right.
like food, companionship, and you got a vice.
Yeah, you good. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna steal the woman and the food. My third one though, it's kind of up in the air. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I want for like that third. Like, what do I need for a year?
I like weed more than I like people. Right. So
that makes sense.
So I have to have that. I would take that before I took the companion.
Damn. I feel that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you much rather be by yourself. And the weed ain't gonna hurt your feelings.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The weed only gonna make you feel better.
And if I know I'm by myself,
right,
I'm good.
Exactly.
There's no paranoia here, unless there's a bear. Oh shit, is there a bear?
I was going to say, it may be. And nigga, if you ever see me in a fight with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Holy shit, don't free that nigga. But
that bitch gonna need it.
No, like now that, I mean, we already knew about Mystical.
Yeah.
But after everything coming out again, like that he's done this time and time again, if we ever saw him in a fight with a grizzly bear, I probably would help the bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably help the bear at this point.
I'm probably gonna help the bear because why is this bear fighting himself off from me right now? What did you try to do?
Right.
Did you just try to rape that bear?
Did you try to touch this bear too?
You just tried to rape that bear, Mystical.
Because we've heard about you.
Oh my gosh.
Offset told us.
All right.
Keep your kids from Mystical. Was what he said.
That's a crazy line to just throw in there.
He just got it off, and nobody even said it. It didn't even trend.
Keep your kids from mystical.
I was just like, did y'all hear that?
No, it's because it didn't trend because it was just like a fact.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and Channing, if you guys, I know you guys, the listenership, you hear me talk about Channing a lot. Channing's my sister.
Yeah.
This is just a one-off because it just reminded me of it. She always reminds me, how disrespected do you feel Tina Turner feels by the rap community? I mean,
very disrespectful.
Every fucking line you hear, or for every album, there's a line that says "Beat it like Tina" or "Beat it like Ike and Tina." Eat the cake, anime.
Yep.
Do you think she even listens to rap at this point?
Hell no. Because it probably just brings back trauma.
Beat it like Ike and Tina. Like,
I don't want to be reminded of that, bro.
I've never seen her do a rap collab.
Ever.
I've never seen her pictured with any rappers.
No music video cameos or nothing.
Don't see her at the BET Awards.
Never, bro. That's crazy, though. It's a lot of bars like that. Like, we've had this conversation before. Niggas got to stop with the Ike and Tina. Y'all got to stop getting that 30, like, Curry bar. Everybody get that bar off. I'm sick of hearing. We know Curry is number 30.
There's some OJ lines that y'all be getting off. Those are some sick lines you niggas are getting off, man. Okay, speaking of sick, before we get into everything, Cari, why do they like this Jeffrey Dahmer fucking thing so much?
Man, have you tuned in?
I watched episode 1.
Okay, I'm gonna type it. I ain't seen it yet. It's only like 4 or 5 episodes, right?
Yeah, but we grew up in the era that we know Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. We know what Jeffrey Dahmer did. He fucked kids. Well, not and boys specifically of color.
Yeah.
And then he would murder them, eat them, put their bodies in vats, do things like that. Why the fuck are they like so intrigued by this on television?
People just love a good story, whether it's a serial killer, a documentary, somebody overcoming. Us as consumers, we just love a good story.
But
regardless of how crazy and how sick the individual is, bro, if you can put together a good story, people are gonna watch.
This is fucking insane, Cari.
Yes.
If you were to watch episode 1, it's so insane that literally there's not much shit that I say, hey, I don't want to turn this the fuck off. I don't want to see another episode.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bad, Cari. I didn't want to see episode 2.
Is it that bad, bro?
It's you know Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, but I'm just like, damn.
Cari, it's fucking horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna tap in, bro. It's crazy. I was talking to one of my coworkers. He's a white guy. He was like, man, it's fucking gnarly. So when he said gnarly, I already knew. I was like, okay.
And
some fucking gnarly ass shit. I was like, all right, dude, rock on.
The thing that really bothers me the most, though, is the victims, right? That died. The family is somewhere. Alive.
Okay.
Watching somebody act their brother or son or cousins murder out on TV.
They're not using real names, are they?
Fucking right they are. I mean, unless I'm tripping, I haven't gone into episode 2, shit like that, but I would assume, yeah, this is the Jeffrey Dahmer story. We're gonna use the real victims.
That's insane. Yeah.
And even if it wasn't the real victims, that's like The Best Man, when you're writing people with different names, but you know what the fuck going on.
Right.
That's not sick?
No, definitely it's sick, man.
It's all for the good story?
Hey, as consumers, I'm telling you, bro, especially in the U.S., we love a good fucking story.
Hell yeah, it's a phenomenon. It's the number one watched TV show or the number one trending TV show on Netflix right now. And it's been that way for the last week.
Yep.
This shit is like when Squid Games got on there, or what was the other one where they fucking got on the flight and they lost like 7 years?
Fuck. I just had the name. I'm gonna find it.
That one, like when those couple, like even though the second one that I just said that we can't think of the name, that one's a little bit older. When it made it to Netflix, it just captivated Netflix.
Yeah.
Squid Game, like I said, it's become one of those. This Jeffrey Dahmer thing is fucking crazy.
I'm gonna tap in, bro, because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, and like you
Manifest.
said, manifest. a lot of people have been talking about it, but I just want to see the shit for myself because I'm like, man,
take a look for yourself. I promise you,
see it.
You're like me in certain instances. I don't think you will finish this.
Really?
I would be willing to put money on it that you don't finish this series.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Now, like, of course, we're probably not gonna put money on it. Yada yada yada. But
I'm just saying, like.
But yeah, I would almost be willing to bet you don't finish this.
Okay. Because I will turn some shit off fast.
And
I'm not fucking with it.
It's all of this, and he's doing it to little boy, like he's doing it to boys, and some they're not all little, but he's doing it to young men. Yeah, no, it wasn't for me.
Not a fan of serial killers.
No,
okay.
And not unless you're fucking Ted Bundy. Now I can watch the John Gotti shit. I'm a sucker for a good gangster shit. I've been watching so many gangster movies that I'm willing to get all the guys together and we just go get Italian food with fucking gangster suits on and drink fucking wine and shit and talk shit to the waitresses.
Fuck it. Live like Scarface.
Absolutely. But yeah, we can go ahead and get into the shits. That was a nice long intro. Pause. Holy shit, I had to pause that. It's Thursday. Let's go ahead and get into music, man. We got music coming out on Friday. But let's start with what's already out. DaBaby's Baby on Baby 2.
Mm-hmm. The tongue twister album that we couldn't get off the last episode.
Yeah. This is not being received well. It's being received very poorly.
Yeah.
He's only projected to do about 17,000 in the first week. This is DaBaby.
Yeah, this is Jonathan, mama. Now, we told y'all in the last episode the controversy, the Meg verse.
This is off the heels of him only being able to sell 500 tickets in New Orleans.
Correct. Remember, we weren't sure as far as what was going to be the reaction.
Right.
Coming off of that concert, like you said, coming off the Meg verse. He didn't promo the album. I swear we didn't know when it was coming out.
Not at all. He said September. It got to the point where we were like, well, I guess it's not coming out in September.
Then he drops it the last week of September.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, 17,000. That's not good for somebody like DaBaby.
That's not.
Be honest.
Yeah, no, that's not good for somebody that could sell 200 in his prime.
That has sold 100. Baby did 100.
Fucking right.
On what was the
Kirk?
What was the one with Bop and
Kirk?
Kirk. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was the one where he was like, "This is gonna be the equivalent to Lil Wayne's The Carter 3." You remember when he said that?
I did. That's where it started. That was the start of the downfall.
That was the beginning of the end.
Oh my God, baby.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But 17,000. It brought up the conversation: is DaBaby being blackballed?
I think, and this was something we talked about in pre-production as well, and I think we agreed both to an extent.
Right.
I think to an extent. Now, the extent that we're both thinking of are on two different ranges. I think there's a large extent to which he's being blackballed. We're not shy of talking about how he might have been blackballed after the debacle with the LGBTQ community. When he made those nasty comments, he started to bring in HIV and AIDS and the things like that. You're not just going to get to walk away from a big community, or you're not going to get to walk away from comments like that with such a large community. That's like talking shit on the black community and thinking you're going to go home with your job.
Right.
You're going to get fired. He became a part of that. Now, of course, there was a somewhat of an apology. He walked his apology back and stood 10 toes down again, to where it's like, if you're gonna get back in with us, and then he kind of came back a little bit for a second. He dropped the "Back on My Baby Jesus" shit. It was received pretty well. He had some hit songs on there. The Danny Lay shit happens with the brother. The not being able to sell the tickets in New Orleans comes out. And then Baby on Baby 2 just doesn't have any fire behind it.
Yeah. Didn't have any hit songs. We had the controversy, but like you said.
Yeah, Boogeyman, but that can replace a hit song in popularity,
right,
but not in replay value.
Absolutely not. But yeah, so like you said, we were kind of, you know, in a little disagreement as far as to what extent is he being blackballed. So I would say I agree, coming off of those homophobic, let me get my words right, slurs that he mentioned on stage. Of course, you're going to be blackballed to a certain extent.
Oh yeah,
coming off of that.
Oh, that was the worst it could have been for him. He said he lost $30 million.
That was the worst thing he could have ever done. Right. So obviously he's feeling that. But I was saying, man, also, I just think the music is just not that good. I just think people have gotten off the baby's train. Like, I just really feel like his sound, people are tired of hearing the same type of beats, the same type of flow. I think people are just not looking for the baby anymore like we were a few years ago. So I think, yes, he maybe have been blackballed to a certain extent, but he's not making good music.
See, the only reason why we were going back and forth before is in an instance like this, I see what you're talking about as well. The baby's music sounds the same comments. The baby's not doing anything new comments. The baby's always fighting somebody. The baby blah, 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 to where it's his popularity level in the game is starting to lower. The reason why I differed is if you're used to selling 120, 130, and then album after that you go to 17 in the first week, that's saying that fuck the people that were fickle. That's saying he lost 80% of his core fan base. I just can't buy that.
Yeah. But I did say before, and this is just something that I found, it may not be 100% true, but the baby had a lot of fans who were a part of the LGBTQ community. Like a vast majority of his fans were.
No way.
I won't say like just,
no way,
bro. Nah, for real. He had a large fan base from that community. I swear. So he took a big hit. Yes,
but I do think his core is in the street.
Of course. But I'm just saying, like, he took a hit losing them. Of course, it's not something that he can't survive. But I'm just telling you, man, I just think people are not trying to hear that music. And on top of that, his character has been questioned as far as the corniness. So, of course, we're talking about Meg, but you mentioned Danny Lay in the whole situation with the brother. Let's not forget when they were on Instagram Live in the house fighting, and he's calling her out her name, and, you know, just all that shit. Whether or not whose side, what's the truth, the baby has done some actions where, as a fan, sometimes you sit back and it's like, damn, can I support him?
That does not drop you 80,000.
No. I'm not saying that's the main reason. I'm just giving more reasons as to why the album sales are so low. Like, I just feel like it's a vast majority. There's a lot of things in the picture here.
From somebody doing 100 to 150 in the first week, for the things that we just talked about, I give that dialing him back to about 30 to 50,000. Mm-hmm. 17,
not even 20.
No way, Cari. No way. We mentioned, and I'm not gonna do that because I love the rappers that we talked about. Yeah. We mentioned rappers that get no fucking love and should. And that are doing more than that.
Absolutely, man.
Lil Pump could drop an album and do more than that, Cari. That's a problem. That's blackball.
Yeah, man. You may be right to a certain extent. Like I said, I don't know. I hate it for the baby.
I'm sorry for Lil Pump that I always use him as the bar of if you reached here, like you've hit the pit.
The low bar.
But go back to what you were saying.
Nah, bro. The baby, like I said, I respect, bro. I love him. He's a great artist. I hate to see his career possibly, falling off or coming to an end, man, because he's very talented. One thing I will say though, and I said this to y'all just being funny in the group chat, but if his rap career does fall off and he doesn't sell 100,000 first week anymore, he is gonna be a great fucking music video director. He's gonna be fucking like the next Benny Boom or somebody. You know what I'm saying, bro? The Boogeyman video is out. Video's great. The baby always makes great music videos. I'm gonna give him that.
As much controversy as there was behind the song Boogeyman, there should be even more controversy behind the video.
The video's crazy.
He got a fake Megan Thee Stallion for the video.
Hey, man.
This nigga got a fake Megan Thee Stallion?
He's that's Jonathan, mama.
This was one of those things that he knew the odds were against him in that or the corporate executive side of the music industry is going to be against him. So he was already formulating his controversy to draw up. He had a video ready for this. He had a Megan ready for this the week of the album drop.
Yeah. He been working on it for like a year.
He said I'm gonna have. Well, he was saying in the song that he was waiting to say this on his next album
type shit. Yeah,
but this is crazy beef to be pre-planning for a year or so.
It's weird, to be honest, because you didn't have to insert yourself. We had no idea you had a relationship with Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, you can assume, but like,
yeah, I knew he was fucking.
but it's like, why did you say that? You know, but I don't know, man.
I was pretty sure he was fucking her from the very beginning, but
shout out to Jonathan.
I think I actually said something like that to y'all before, and y'all were like, no.
Definitely around the time when they made the song. I can't remember the song that they did together, but
the Crybaby.
Oh
my gosh, they definitely fucked after when Crybaby went gold. Like the baby was like, "Yo, we go gold. Like you gotta let me have some pussy, right?" It's platinum. Like I get the head with it too, right? This bitch goes diamond. No, I'm just kidding. But we can move on.
You don't want to know what you get when it go diamond.
Oh my. Splash. Right. No, I'm just kidding. Kid Cudi's album's coming out tomorrow. Intergalactic. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, his album's actually kind of already came out.
Yeah, it leaked over the last week.
It leaked is kind of a cliche or a punny word to use.
Yeah.
It leaked with some fart noises on it. It leaked, really. Mm-hmm. What the hell is going on in music right now? Now, this is the type of shit that I like, though. Like,
but why do you like this?
Because niggas could also be pulling up in niggas' houses doing all kinds of crazy violent shit. Like,
okay.
Like if
I'll give you that.
Leak the album with fart noises on it.
Poopity scoop.
Scoop did he put? Yeah. See, Drake and Kanye were like, all right, I'm not gonna spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me take this beat that you wanted so bad. You thought you were gonna go crazy on it, Aubrey. Scoop diddy scoop. Poop diddy scoop diddy whoop.
Now I'm just gonna post your address.
Bloop doop, nigga.
Yeah, type shit.
That's crazy. He posted his address. Hey, that's wacky. But under suspicion is Mike Dean for leaking Kid Cudi's new album all over Reddit with fucking fart noises.
You think Mike Dean's bonded?
Absolutely. We heard a couple of the songs or a couple of the snippets, whatever, of the new album with fart noises behind it.
Yep.
I don't laugh at fart noise shit. That was hilarious.
Some of the shit was funny just because of where they chose to insert the farts.
Yeah, and the different types of farts. Like
it's just like, bro,
it's not the same one fart.
Who had the time to do this? First off,
they got like you have to poop farts. Yeah. They got one of those like there's a lot of people around, so let me slide my butt to the side so it's silent.
Right. That silent fart deadly.
Oh my gosh. You ever been around people so you had to like...
Man, you ever been in public and let one rip acting like it wasn't you?
No, I gotta...
I did that shit 1,000 times.
This sounds crazy. I gotta like... I gotta like open it up so it'll be silent.
What? You gotta open your... What up? What you opening up?
I'm not gonna go that far because we already know what I'm talking about.
You good, bro? I gotta open it up. Nigga, keep that shit over there. Dude.
It's gotta be silent. The fart has to be silent.
Nah, bro. You on your own.
Nah, don't put silence in it. Don't put dead air in the conversation on me, nigga. Nah, I'm just I can't even say I'm just kidding, but back to Kid Cudi.
Yeah, so back to Cudi, man. So the album, of course, the leak is out with the farts, but the album is actually coming out tomorrow. There's a few features on here that look interesting. Ty Dolla $ign is on 2 songs. Don Toliver is on 2 songs.
All of those match.
And he has 2 Chainz as a feature. So I'm looking forward to it just to see like what it actually sounds like. Those are some good people to make an album with. So
did you mention this is the soundtrack? His Netflix special is coming out.
No, I did not. So
Okay.
yeah, so same thing, same name.
Yeah, Intergalactic.
So also coming out same day. So that is actually going to be. Did you say a show? It's going to have episodes. I think at first we weren't sure.
Oh, I said Netflix special. No,
Okay.
I didn't say that it was a show.
Okay, so it's actually going to have episodes, and it's based. It's kind of just like a animated Kid Cudi, like a younger Kid Cudi going through life, smoking weed. You know, it looks like it's going to have an interesting story. So definitely looking forward to that. Looking forward to hearing the album, and just continue to see Kid Cudi have success in the film industry. I'm looking forward to that, man. Like, I love animated. We were talking about this in pre-production too. I'm such a fan of animations, bro. So
Same.
That shit is exciting to me. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, it looks extensive as the years go by. We're in 2022. Cartoons don't look the same. They're not all 2D. This is more of a 3D type of cartoon that we got going on. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it gives me the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It does. It does.
Just like it.
Gives me Miles Morales vibes.
Man, bro, that's the best Spider-Man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cap. Toby.
No, okay, I'm gonna give you Toby, but Into the Spider-Verse is top 5. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I haven't watched it.
What?
I mean, I have Disney Plus, so I could watch that tonight if I want
bro,
to.
please,
so.
please. Like, that shit is live. Like,
I got my nephew coming over this weekend too. I might want to watch that with him.
He gonna love it, and the character is black, so like it's amazing. He had on the Jordan 1s and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, Juice WRLD on the soundtrack. Like, yeah, it's live, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very live.
Is this the one? Wait a minute.
It's the song.
This is gonna be Sunflower with Sway Lee and Post Malone.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Like,
same soundtrack.
this sounds crazy. Ooh, I just keep hitting good pockets like during this pod. Never in my generation do I realize, or lately in the last few years have I realized songs of this generation that are some of the greatest songs of all time. It's once in a lifetime, or like every now and then, every blue moon, whatever it is, that you come across those types of songs. Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee is one of those songs.
One of like the greatest songs ever made. Type
Yes.
shit. Yeah, it's Diamond. It's a Diamond song.
Now that I understand too, but that's just one of the greatest fucking songs ever.
Nah, that is a great song, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I love it. But the Juice WRLD song, I believe it's called Hide. I'm trying to find it really quick off the soundtrack.
Yeah, why don't you just go to the soundtrack?
Because I had it in my
See, he thought he was just gonna be able to get to it from going to Juice WRLD, when really you could just go to the Spider-Man soundtrack.
I got it now.
Okay.
Boss man. I'm sorry. But no, it's called Hide, man. But no, definitely
Nigga said, "Boss man, I'm sorry, I did it again." Oh shit! I did not mean it. I did not mean to do that, man.
Nah, man. But definitely, bro, check that out, man. You gotta see. That's one of the best Spider-Mans, in my opinion. Fuck, nigga.
I'm sorry. Let's move on, man. We got more drops coming out tomorrow. Yep. DDG, It's Not Me, It's You. YG, I Got Issues.
Yep.
Do you want to talk YG, or do you want to just roll through these?
Yeah, real quick. So YG, I'm looking forward to that. Finally coming out, he dropped the song Toxic. That's the one that had the Mary J sample. Then he dropped another one. I forget the name of that one, but
is that the one that all I really want? That's been ringing like crazy.
Really?
Fucking right. Yeah. I've been hearing that song a lot, not even remembering past that that sample. That's YG. I think I might already heard this like walking inside of the mall or some shit.
Really? Damn.
YG. Don't tell me he's doing that shit all over.
He like that, man. This one's only gonna have 14 songs. The other song was called Alone. And remember I had said the Scare Money with J. Cole and Moneybagg still on there. So man, this one YG probably gonna have a nice little tape there.
He's suiting up again.
Absolutely. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then DDG,
we love putting that YG cape on.
Always, bro.
I don't care. Like, fuck y'all. I'm putting the YG cape on.
Facts, bro. I love when, sometimes I'll be like, I don't like when niggas be like, I heard him first. Who was there first? But some niggas, I be like, y'all really just wasn't there. So like,
yeah,
YG's one of those. Like we've been listening to bro for years.
We got a love for YG. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a cape on for YG every single. There's certain artists that like, yes, I'm gonna be completely true, like and honest about everything. And there's some artists I'm gonna be biased, and I'm gonna throw a cape on, and you're gonna be like, damn, why is he being biased? Because fuck you. YG's one of those guys.
I say they're great.
Yeah, sorry, he gets the pass.
Yep, but yeah, looking forward to YG, DDG. Like you said, it's not me, it's you. He has 12 songs coming out. The Elon Musk with Gunna, you remember that?
Yes.
So yeah, man.
What are the other tracks that are on there?
So If I Want You, I think I heard that one. Another one that's out is called Storyteller, but he has songs with Babyface Ray, Kevin Gates, NLE Choppa, Polo G. So that'd probably be nice too.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot. He's very good at rapping. He made that switch between being a YouTube nigga and rapping easily. He's catching charges like he a street nigga. Right. They respect him.
Facts.
I can't wait to hear this. What's the difference between him and a Corday? Just around the exact same age. Maybe he just got lit YouTube and he was able to bring that over.
Yeah, man.
Because his sales, I'm almost positive, are gonna be much better than Corday's.
Yeah, I know, and they shouldn't, because Corday is a better.
I wouldn't say they shouldn't, because I believe DDG deserves it just as much.
I don't want to say, but I just feel like Corday is a better
lyrically,
yeah. So, but DDG has those hits that Corday doesn't have, so it makes sense.
And now what you're saying is right. Lyrically, Corday has it. I always say this for entertainment, whether it's the look or the charisma, whatever it is, you either got it or you don't have it. It's just something about that DDG nigga. He has it.
Yeah, bro.
And I don't know what the fact, the nigga's just cool. Like, and I don't want to say it just like that because it sounds simple, but that's some it factor about, like, he has it.
No, facts. Just the persona. I watched the interview with him recently as well. He was actually talking about the situation with the Little Mermaid and how they feel about that. But just the way he carries himself, even in the comments, you know, we joked about him. He claims that in high school he was a valedictorian.
No, he was the valedictorian in high school. Okay. He for real was.
So, but the way he uses that as like a one up is hilarious.
His nephew, the way they have his nephew playing. We don't care that you were the valedictorian. Your mom and dad don't care.
I was gonna say, you're nobody there now, nigga. We don't give a damn. You shouldn't care.
No, yeah, and the way, like, even like you said with the shit that happened with Halle, and he can comment under and be like, "Hey, look, guys, I was the valedictorian in high school." Like,
it's funny, bro.
He knows how to just play that shit in. It's funny. It's funny as hell.
I respect it for sure.
But there's just something he has, and it's working. And he raps really well.
Very good.
He has great beats. He's aligned himself with some of the best of the best. I like what's going on with DDG. I can't wait to hear the album.
Yeah, for sure.
Roddy Ricch is on his way back. He ain't bullshitting, Cari.
Man, bro.
We've been hearing Roddy Ricch. We heard his last tracks. We heard what he did on Post Malone's album, and even then we were like, "Oh, okay."
Bro, yeah, Cooped Up is actually growing on me. I know at first, when we first heard
that's a hit.
12 Karat Toothache, we were like, what the fuck? Nah, bro, Cooped Up.
Thank TikTok, because even I think the Cooped Up, the TikTok, it doesn't even keep the whole beat. It switches it in between Return of the Mac, if you remember.
Okay, somebody did like a mashup kind of.
Yeah,
okay.
But it's that reel, that TikTok that keeps these songs spinning in your ear to the point where we're like, oh, Cooped Up is hard as fuck.
Facts. And like you mentioned, I've actually heard Cooped Up outside, like in the malls and shit like that. It's Post Malone.
Out at the bar, like you at brunch, like they playing Cooped Up.
Facts, bro.
But we talking about Roddy inside of it.
Yeah, so he's dropping, the song is called Stop Breathing. There is a snippet that he posted on Instagram.
And a cover to the track already.
Right. Snippet is hard as shit, bro.
Yeah, I can't even lie. There's nothing to hate on. There's nothing bad. He's killing it.
Bro, I haven't been this excited for Roddy Ricch to drop a song since before the second album dropped. I promise you.
He's gearing up for Feed the Streets 3. Mm-hmm. Feed the Streets with him is always something that's going to go crazy. So
he getting back in that mode.
He's back in that fucking mode.
Back in that mode, man. The other song that he dropped recently, Ghetto Superstar, that's the one that had G Herbo and Doughboy. Like you mentioned, he was on Post Malone shit. He had some other songs as well, but the snippet is hard, bro. Like, it's on that Roddy Ricch that we've been waiting for, that we wanted to hear with the second album after Antisocial. I think, bro, took, like we said before, took some time off, got back right, got back to the basics. Roddy Ricch is about to come back with that hot fire, bro.
I can't wait. It's time. They gave him, he had a quote unquote sophomore slump.
Right.
He knows what he needs to do to adjust. He knew what he did well the first time. He knew what he didn't do well the second time. So mash it.
Make it happen, man. Shout out to Roddy. I'm looking forward to it. We always, even though, we critical, we always going to be on the Roddy Ricch train.
Absolutely. Are we out of news? Are we out of music? Mm-hmm. Are we in the news? All right, let's do this. We got news that there was an update on the YSL case. And the news had to do specifically with Gunna. Mm-hmm. Inside of this, they were basically saying that he's been cleared from all charges, or he's been dismissed of all charges that involve a violent act.
Right.
They're not saying that Gunna's free. They're not saying he's been dismissed of all of his charges. They said that he's been dismissed of charges on violent acts.
Right.
They also state that there hasn't been one witness or anyone that's cooperated with the police that's come forward and stated anything about him in direction of violence. Mm-hmm. They haven't said anything about him being violent.
Right. And the original indictments. But yeah, this is good news, man, from YSL. We finally get some good news.
This is great news.
Finally. Like you said, it's not saying Gunna is free, but it gives him another chance to have a bond. So he's going to have a third bond hearing based off of this information here. So he has the opportunity, possibly, maybe, to go home.
The reason why he has the chance to go home is because by the court's words themselves, or the judge's order, he was only ordered or had his bond denied because he was a physical threat to the witnesses or to the people on the outside.
Right, that's what they were saying.
So if he's been cleared of all violent acts and no one has mentioned him in any of these indictments as violent, so there should be no reason for him to be a menace to society or for them to believe he would act violently. Let him go.
Or a flight risk.
Or a flight risk.
That's another thing.
He wouldn't be one of those violently or physically. So let him go.
Yeah, it makes sense.
How do you feel?
I mean, shit, I don't know how that happens, because at first, everything that they were saying, they were so sure that they had everything on Thug and Gunna.
Right. 2
kingpins, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what changed, but I mean, if it happens, if everything they're saying is true, if Gunna does get a possibility of a third bond here, I'm all for it.
I don't know how he got cleared of all the charges.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know where this came from.
I don't want to say the things that really need to be said. But you niggas need to be reading between the fucking lines.
Okay, what you getting at, man? I'm confused. Explain it to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we'll talk about it off mic. You niggas want to listen to all this YSL music if you want. Like, I'm gonna keep listening to it because music is music.
Right. Young snitch lifestyle?
No.
Can't be, bro.
No.
Not the YSL boys.
I'm just... All right.
Hey, somebody pulling some strings, man. They called Drake.
You think the DEA is working with them fucking strings?
Nah.
This is my thing. Do I think Gunna gets off because of this or goes home on the third bond because of this? Absolutely not. They've denied his bond twice. He's not getting out on the third bond.
But if he does, let's just say hypothetically he does, he's not getting off.
Ooh.
He may get to go home on a bond, but they're still taking that bitch to trial.
They're still going to take it to trial, but I'm on the contrary and thinking that if he goes home on bail, he gets off. If Gunna goes home on bail, he gets off because the main reason why these charges are getting dismissed is because it's getting put on somebody else. Right. These charges, let's be clear, listenership. These charges are just not going the fuck away.
Right.
They're going to someone else. Mm-hmm. They just want, and even if it was Thug that said it, and I'm not saying anybody said anything. Don't take it like that. I'm saying like even if it were to be Thug that said something out of his mouth, they'd be like this person would be a kingpin. All they want is the kingpin.
Right. They
don't give a fuck if it was Thug. They don't give a fuck if Thug tells them who it is. They just want who the hell that is. Mm-hmm. All of them could go to hell. Like they could all go home. They really could. But I mean, it's not going like that.
It's not that simple.
But that would be why if he goes home, he's not going anywhere because or he's not going to jail. He's going to win the case because it seems like they're already getting the information they need. And that's why I'm just telling niggas to just read between the lines. If cases is getting dropped and all this other shit is going on, they're getting the information they need.
Okay. From somewhere, some source.
I'm wrong?
Say, somebody calling the shots. Like I said, they got somebody on the outside or maybe on the inside that's giving them exactly what they want.
Yeah, I don't think that these law enforcement agents are just corresponding and dropping charges out of fucking thin air.
No, you can't.
They're getting this from somewhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
I didn't say it was Thug. I didn't say it was Gunna. No, I didn't say any of that.
We don't know who it is.
All I said was you niggas need to read between the lines. Somebody said something. Dismissing all these fucking charges.
Hey man.
Shout out Gunna. I hope Gunna comes home.
Facts, bro. Free that boy.
Free him and free Thug.
Yo.
Free the whole YSL.
Free Wanna.
And rest in peace, Lil Kid.
Yes, sir.
That was crazy. Are you ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
PNB Rock.
Yeah, we had an update for his situation, his wrongful death that was at a Roscoe's Chicken in Los Angeles. So recently, it looks like the LAPD, they have found their 2 suspects.
They've found one suspect, I believe. One
suspect, okay.
And it's the father of the alleged shooter. Okay. They arrested the father in connection to the shooting. It's alleged the father was a getaway driver after his son indeed robbed PNB Rock of the chains, shot him to death, things like that. I do believe the son is actually still at large.
Okay. Crazy. I did see a picture of the father. I was shocked because he looked like a old ass nigga. It's like, why are you running?
Yeah, and it kind of came out. It kind of came out funny at first. It made it seem like the father actually, ran this entire play on his own.
Right. And it was just weird. And I'm just like, damn. But I was just like, man, that's one crazy father son day.
LA is a wild place.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I
mean, but you can see that happening everywhere. That happens here. Father and son raised in a set.
I know.
They get down together.
Just glad my dad took me on like camping trips and shit. I'm sorry. I'm a bitch ass nigga.
But some niggas' dad is OG.
Nah, facts, bro.
Some niggas' dads is they OG.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate.
Sometimes for some people, some people enjoy it.
Yeah, I was about to say some people you're just a product of your environment. That's all you know. That's where you grew up. You have no choice. And there probably may be a situation between these 2 guys. We don't know. But like stated, they have the father still looking for, the son or any other people that may be involved. Not sure. But yeah, it's good that we're getting some kind of justice for PNB. They did have the funeral last week, I think, as well. I did see some reports of that. But yeah, man, still just that the death was crazy. You never wish that on anybody. And just glad to see that, we may be getting some justice fast in this situation. Normally, these situations blow by, nothing gets solved, but it looks like they're doing a good job and, trying to get this one handled the best way that they can. So once again, man, just rest in peace to PNB. Shout out to his family. Condolences. Always going to send that out.
Yeah, man. The next thing I wanted to get into, I saw a report that Kanye said he's not signed to UMG anymore. He said he's free from his Universal Music Group deal.
Free agent. He not signing nobody these days. Kanye ain't got no deals or partnerships these days, do he?
I want to know how that's working.
For him or just in general? Like how's he getting out?
Yeah. They said this in a podcast or he said it on a podcast, and maybe I need to listen to the pod because I need more insight on this.
I do too, and I've been meaning to check that out. It's only like 30 or so minutes if you're talking about the right one.
I don't want this to be Cap, but this sounds like Cap.
Because I thought that was on some shit he could never... Which one is the deal he could never get out of?
Kanye...
Was it like a lifetime deal?
Kanye was in damn near a lifetime deal with Universal Music Group.
That's what I thought.
It was basically, if you read down to the nitty gritty, it was like, yo, you can take as many vacations as you want. You can take as many breaks as you want. You can do whatever you want. You can travel. You can live in this country. You can live in this country. It doesn't matter what you do. You cannot stop making albums for Universal. Like, you will make albums for Universal until you die. He signed that contract, I believe, either right before Dark Fantasy or it was somewhere after graduation, but before Yeezus. I can't remember right in there where that was, but he's been in that deal ever since then. I don't know how the fuck that ends, and I think it would have been a really, really big deal hearing Kanye got his masters. Yeah,
I was gonna say I think
I didn't hear that.
It would have been more of an outbreak.
Yeah, I haven't heard Kanye's received his masters. That's $1 billion catalog.
Right. That's like CNN breaking news type shit, you know. But yeah, I was confused as well seeing that because I'm like, bro, I knew it was like a lifetime deal situation there. So I think Kanye right now is just in his head. He's done. You know what I'm saying? He's saying fuck everybody. So even though on paper he still may be with Universal or Gap or Adidas, and Kanye said, I'm not with fucking anybody.
Well, Kanye, what I think is kind of almost to the realm of what you said, but a little different. Kanye has seen what being in a deal that lasts a few more years, or I've still got time in this deal, and just going out to the public and saying, hey, I'm fucking done. He's seen how that worked for him, and the companies have responded and be like, okay, yeah, let's just end it now then. Yeah. I don't think Universal responds in the same way. Universal does not respond and be like, oh, he wants out, give him out.
Nah, Universal gonna garnish your fucking wages.
It's just because life goes on at Adidas and Gap without Kanye. It did before, it will after. Now, the same thing stands with the record labels, even with Universal, but it relies on the people. It relies on those artists. And Kanye leaving UMG or Kanye's masters or catalog walking out of UMG is it's a
big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. I don't think he's out of that deal, bro. Not right now. I'm with you, and we could be wrong.
I could be 100% wrong. But shout out Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope, because Kanye wants to be on this solo, do it yourself. I'm with it. So if he can get out of every deal that you're in, fine. But like you said, just when we really break it down and look at the principles of Universal, bro, like, this is Universal Music Group. This is not just, some by the way ass industry or company.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna take
maybe if he would have signed that deal with Raucous Records, he would have got this shit done.
With what was it Talib Kweli? Was it him or was it somebody else?
That was who was over there. That was Talib and Black Star. Talib and Most Def. They were over there at the moment.
Got you. But yeah, man, with Kanye, we never know. Of course, we just gotta wait, sit back, and listen to him when he talks, do our own research. But once again, bro, I'm thinking it's more to the Universal situation. I just think it's hard to just really get out of that. And I think if it were true, like I said, maybe it is, we'll find out. I just think there would have been more outlets and media and news reporting that.
Yeah, I think so as well. We talked for a second about him doing this alone. He said a couple weeks ago that he's decided to go it alone. Sway offered this a few years ago, maybe about 10. He said, why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself? How, Sway? It turned into the huge, you ain't got the answer, Sway debacle of 2013, 14. I can't remember what year that was, the Yeezus era.
Right.
And it's polarizing. It's one of the biggest moments of the 2010s, to which Kanye doubled back in an interview, and he was asked on Good Morning America, I think, and they said, "What about now?" He said Sway was right. Sway had a point.
Yeah.
Sway did have the answers, is what he said out of his mouth.
Sway had the answers, man.
I think Kanye had the answer and Sway had the answer. I think Kanye needed to take that, or he needed to stand by a corporate giant like Adidas to put him up on a level to where he's big enough to leave them and do this well on his own moving forward.
Right. And I agree as well. I think they were both right in their arguments.
Right.
Sway was just coming at it with a different perspective than where Kanye was going. And at that time, this is the Yeezus era of Kanye. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell
Absolutely
me nothing.
not.
You can't tell me anything, Sway. You don't have the answers, you know?
I don't think Sway was right yet. The same way he even said in one of those interviews, "I'm right, just not yet." Sway wasn't right yet, because if he would have started Yeezy right there on his own, it wouldn't have taken off like that. It would have done well in the black community, but it wouldn't have taken off and polarized and influenced the entire world the way it would have if he aligned with Gap, if he would have aligned with Adidas, aligned with Croc, aligned with Balenciaga. All of those other places that I just said besides Adidas allowed that. Of course, his creativity put him there, but he was allowed to stand next to those people because of they validated him. They co-signed him.
Yep.
So now that he's gone, or that he's gotten this big audience fashion wise, and he's leaving, he's able to do his own thing and stand alone and do well, like Sway said.
Right.
Now Sway's right. Now he can do it alone.
It just took some time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you say, they were both right.
They're both right.
Yeah.
Sway just wasn't right yet.
Right.
He's right now. Young Miami has a podcast. Have we talked about it here before? I believe so.
We talked about, the first episode when her and Diddy.
Okay.
We talked about that.
It's been going for some time. She's probably about 10, 12 episodes in.
Yeah.
She said she wants to be the Black Oprah.
Yeah, I was kind of confused because last time I checked, Oprah is black.
Yeah. That's what kind of got me.
I mean, are we tripping?
Now, if she said she wanted to be Oprah, I get what she means. The Black Oprah, that's what's getting me.
Yeah, what is that? What does that mean?
I feel like she's saying she wants to be like the hood Oprah.
I mean, but you can say I want to be the hood Oprah. You don't have to say the Black Oprah.
Maybe she worded it wrong.
Think so?
She has to have.
I mean, because
She knows Oprah's black.
Right. And on top of that, like, you trying to be Oprah, that's some big shoes to fill.
Well, let me start by saying fuck Oprah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Shit, what Oprah do to you?
And what?
I like the color purple.
There's just certain things that I just don't understand why black people would have an agenda out against black people.
Right.
She's good friends with Harvey Weinstein. She rolled out the Michael Jackson doc instead.
She did.
All right. The exhibit A. We're not gonna go to B, C, D, E, F, but it's shit like that, and it's shit like we're this close to Oprah as Gayle. We run R. Kelly story. Yeah. Whatever. Now throw them under the jail. Everybody that's wrong.
Nice.
Throw everybody under the jail.
But don't let us be the one.
Why are you rolling? Why are you running this story first?
Right.
When your homeboys is these molesters, call them.
Right.
I get it. Run the stories. Run it after you run those, though.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying about young Miami saying she wants to be the Black Oprah. Do you think that she has I know she has the audience to be able to captivate the black community, or at least the women's side of the black community. Yeah. But does Carisha have what it takes to touch the people like Oprah?
Not from what I've seen yet, and that's no disrespect to Carisha. The platform is great. Carisha, please. She's had Sweetie on there recently. I've seen some other people on there.
Because she said she's done rapping.
Yeah, I know she did say that. She's retired. Diddy bought her like a fucking Maybach truck recently, so she's living a very good life. But being on the same level of Oprah, I mean, I just don't see that right now. She's still new to this genre of podcasting, you know.
It doesn't take long to come up as a podcaster.
Facts,
especially at the heights and platforms she's at.
Of course, she's on the biggest. She's on Revolt, things like that. But
yeah,
I mean, Oprah is just prolific, you know. Even though she's done some crazy shit, like Oprah has also done some great things when it came to like the TV industry.
Her good outweighs her bad.
Absolutely, bro. So
unless we're talking about how we're using our platform, and yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's gonna take a lot. Could she get there maybe after 20 years? Maybe, but right now, nah, man. Like that's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah. The Black Oprah.
I'm trying to think of some other TV hosts we can give her. Ellen.
Hell no, not Ellen.
Ricky Lake. Dr. Phil, bitch.
Oh God, Dr. Phil is a good one.
No, I can give her Ricky Lake.
Shit, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a woman.
Ricky Lake.
I'm saying like somebody that you didn't mention. Kelly Clarkson.
Ooh, Kelly Ripa. Ooh, Kelly Ripa.
That's good.
There we go. That's a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. But outside of Kelly Ripa, let's move on. Megan Thee Stallion. She's launched a new website with mental health resources strictly for the hotties.
Strictly for the hotties, man. The website is called Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too.com.
That's a long ass URL.
It very
Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too.com.
Yep.
I mean, I guess if you're worried about anybody ever stealing the URL, like or being original.
Oh yeah, that domain is yours forever.
That's covered.
Yeah, you never have to worry about anybody getting it.
Even if she loses that domain, like even if she didn't pay her monthly subscription,
nobody's coming for that.
Nobody's coming to get that.
You know, nobody's on GoDaddy.com trying to get the Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too.
I don't even want bad bitches. Wait,
Bad Bitches Have Bad Days Too.com.
I didn't even know you could cuss in the URL. Oh, wow. Yeah. All the porn websites I've looked up in my life, none of them have used a bad word.
It does have a star in it on the I and bitches. Maybe that's how it's written, or maybe that's just how they typed it out. I don't know.
It has to be, because I didn't think you could use an asterisk in a URL. Can you?
I don't know, dude.
What's going on?
Hey, man, new technology, bro. It's 2022.
Yeah, you probably don't even type this in.
Nah, yeah, you can do whatever you want these days.
You just got a short link. Okay. That's
facts.
You got that off Bitly?
GoDaddy.
Sorry. This is sponsored by Squarespace.
Facts.
My bad.
But nah, man. So the website, like we said, is essentially a directory containing resources to help navigate one's mental health journey. So the resources for therapy platforms, mental health hotlines, organizations, and contact information for the LGBTQIA plus community helplines. So this is a great idea, man. Shout out to Meg. When you sent this, bro, I replied. I said, that's big time.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's big time.
Shout out her. Shout out that 988 number to still popping.
Absolutely.
Does it have to be an emergency for you to call that number? Because I want to see how it works.
You just need somebody to talk to?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't need anybody to talk to. I want to see how the fucking line works.
Call it. I'm sure you can call it and just say, hey, I'm just trying to see if y'all was open.
I know. I just don't want a mental health first responder at my fucking door. They're like, you called and didn't fucking respond.
Nah, bro.
Did you know you could text 911? I didn't know that.
Really? How does that work?
You text them.
But like, damn, like I'm dying. Like I need a phone call.
They're gonna send like automated shit with your address and shit like that. Like imagine if there's like a burglar in the house, you can't scream or shit like that. Or if there's I don't know, a bear.
Here we go again.
I don't know. I don't know.
Help the bear. That bitch gonna need it.
No cap. Yeah, if there's a bear and you see that nigga fighting Mystical, and you gotta call the police. Be like, come get fucking Mystical before he fucks this bear up and fucks it without his consent. It's fucking crazy. You're laughing like he has real bear victims.
No, bro, it's just a bear. That shit is just funny. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just imagine the Boy Scouts on a nice camping trip, and they strolling through the woods. They're mystical as fucking his bear he just fought.
The biggest grizzly bear you've ever seen. This nigga's sick.
That's how monkeypox started. Mystical. It's crazy.
That's disgusting.
Orlando Horton. I said Horton. Wharton. He's with Capitol Records now. He's responsible for some of the more notable artists that we know. Do you have some of those artists on there?
Yeah, so he was A&R. He signed Fetty Wap, Kodak Black, P&B Rock, pretty much any popping young artist that was at Atlantic.
Yeah, the list goes on past that.
Yeah,
but he's not at Atlantic anymore. He's at Capitol Records now, and he's been assigned to relaunch Priority Records. Mm-hmm. That's known for some of the biggest. NWA was there, Snoop was there, Eazy-E was there, Ice-T was there. A lot of the popping artists, Daz Dillinger, Corrupt, a lot of those people from the 1990s, they made their way with Priority. The most notable for me, I would say, would be NWA and Ice Cube.
Ice Cube for sure.
Ice Cube, he stayed basically with Priority through the 90s. Mm-hmm. Lynch Mob was through Priority. I don't know if I think Dre left.
West Side Connection too, right? You said West Side
yes,
Connection.
For sure.
That's
yes,
like
for sure.
Affiliation as well. So.
Yeah, Mac 10, Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So no, this is a great idea. Now they have tried to relaunch Priority Records.
This is their third time.
So they tried to do it right after Straight Outta Compton, which came out 2015.
The first time they tried to do it was in 2006. That was after everything had gone south with the 90s, Master P and the No Limit era. That stuff was over.
Okay.
That didn't work. That lasted about 2006 to 2013.
Okay.
They tried to revamp this again in 2015. I don't know what happened that time. It didn't work. But they're relaunching again 2022.
Okay. Well, if you fail and you fail again,
try again.
Try again. Just keep trying until you finally get it right.
But what if you got it right the first time? Because they got it right the first time back in the 90s. Do you keep trying?
No, after a certain point you have to stop. Maybe the third time is the charm, the lucky charm, but
that's why they're bringing basically Phil Jackson in. This guy got Fetty Wap. He got Kodak.
Okay.
Yeah, if he can't do it, nobody can. Basically, is what they're saying.
Okay, and that makes sense, man. You gotta go get somebody who has a proven track record,
right?
And yeah, hopefully this time around they have a different direction that they're trying to go in, and I think they do with getting bro here in this situation, and
he'll have a different direction.
Yeah, but just like you said, like. What? So I know the first time, but after Straight Outta Compton, I think they were just trying to ride the heights of the fucking publicity of NWA Straight Outta Compton.
Right.
And it's like you can't really run a record label off of a movie.
We talked about that one. The 2015 relaunch, that probably should not have happened at all. That was directly relaunched because of the success of the movie Straight Outta Compton, like you said.
Right.
That was about these niggas from the 90s. Are we going to relaunch this off of merch in the movie?
No, nigga,
because I know, of course, if you think about it in their head, they probably thought they had something really good on them. We're going to get a lot of spins, a lot of replay value from everybody going crazy over this again. But that's momentary.
Facts, yeah.
This one might do something.
Hopefully, like we said, they got the right people, behind them this time. And it's just a new era, 2015, fast forward 7 years, 8 years almost going into the next year. We're in a whole new era. Like streams are different. You can grab newer artists who can make it overnight. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it'll work out this time for him. Hopefully, like I'm wishing for it. We told y'all before on the last episode, we listened to a lot of Ice Cube growing up. Both of our parents played Ice Cube heavily, so we're familiar with Priority Records. Like,
yeah, my mother's favorite rapper is Ice Cube, and I'm a hip hop historian. A lot of niggas are not historians like that. I spent ages 9, 10, 11, 12 listening to some of the dirtiest of the fucking dirty when it comes to NWA, Ice Cube, MC Ren, Eazy-E. So I
absolutely.
I know about all this already.
Yeah, facts. So like your mother, my father, favorite all time, Ice Cube. I have vivid memories of being a kid, listening to Ice Cube, not knowing what the hell I'm listening to. Probably shouldn't have been listening to it, like you said, but definitely have those memories.
Everything that I did as a kid, I obsessed over it, and I never went 1% in. I went 100% to the point that I was that nigga. I don't even know if you remember the Halloween that I dressed up like Eazy-E. It was like 7th grade, flannel, Jerry curl, socks cap.
Yeah.
I just went all in on all of that. I remember from a kid there was a specific special that Chris Rock narrated. It was called The World's Most Dangerous Group. It was on VH1. It was about NWA. From that point on, I obsessed over that shit. Like everything music rap wise that was that good, I obsessed to the point where like, nah, I'm that nigga. Like when I told you, like as a child, I've said it a million times, I wore my church shirts busted open with sunglasses. I was Usher. You remember the way I dressed in high school. I was Ye.
Yeah, facts.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't Kanye. Like, I went crazy over the shit. You can't tell me we're not the greatest potters in the world, bitch.
I'm feeling it.
But yeah, I'm just a historian with the shit.
Facts.
So yeah, man, it's good to see these niggas relaunching Priority. Let's go ahead and move on. Darker tone. We got a notification right before we started potting. 59 years old. Coolio has passed away.
Man. Almost disbelief, bro. Like I was just like,
Coolio hasn't been in the news much.
Yeah.
In years. Decades much. Like decades probably.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you said you were just thinking about one of his songs earlier today.
Yeah, so it's just within the last week, the Fantastic Voyage. Of course, he redid, the original, but yeah, bro, like it's weird. I just been singing that song recently, and then you get the news that he passed away. I'm just like, damn, he was just on my mind.
He was just on my mind. I was just talking to someone about how they were talking to me about how they didn't know Keenan and Kel. They're 2 years younger than me. We're 90s babies. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how the hell do you not know Keenan and Kel? Because we started this conversation because she was telling me that Snoop Dogg scared the shit out of her growing up. And I was like, how the hell does Snoop Dogg? But if you think about it, like maybe as a kid, that baby boy Snoop Dogg, maybe he could look kind of scary to a child. Mm-hmm. I was like, if you think Snoop Dogg was scary, as a child, for me, seeing Coolio was fucking frightening. Like from the Keenan and Kel intro, Gangsta's Paradise. I remember when he did that. I don't know if it was at the Grammys. I think he performed at the Grammys, Gangsta's Paradise. This man was fucking frightening. Hair was standing up like braids. I've never seen plaits that stood up.
I was gonna say, was it the braids or like what scared you?
His eyes were erratic. He knew his eyes were like the scary thing, so he would cock them different ways. One eye open, one eye like almost closed, in pictures, things like that.
Yeah.
Coolio scared the shit out of me. But I was just talking about him a few days ago. Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
Absolutely, man. So this is reported. His longtime manager by the name of Jerez says Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house, but when he didn't come out, after a while, the friend kept calling for him and eventually went in and found Coolio laying on the floor. So he was just reported, dead at the scene. They're not sure what happened yet. Obviously, it's early.
They said he went to cardiac arrest.
That's what the EMTs, when they arrived, that's what they were expecting. They said they suspect he suffered cardiac arrest, but an official cause of death has not yet been confirmed. But they said no drugs or drug paraphernalia were found at the scene, and an autopsy and a toxicology report would be used.
Yeah, weird, and I hope they do get down to the bottom of it. If it does have anything to do with something to the left, I hope it doesn't come out to us. I hope that gets to the family, and if they decide to disclose that, they decide to disclose that. But I hate when we get news like this, and it's kind of up in the air, and then we get private information like a toxicology report or like an autopsy or something like that, and it's going to taint the rest of that person's history. I don't think we need to know that.
Yeah, I wish some things were just kept private as well. But I get it, man. Social media, you got to be the first to get the story out. You want to get the headlines, but some things should be kept private, only with the family. So I agree with you. Hopefully we don't learn too much. I mean, we don't need to know.
Like Shock G. I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Things we don't need to know, bro.
I forgot the name. The Wire. Michael K. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to know that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't need to know that. Some things you could just leave alone.
I was just looking at him recently too, bro. I seen a picture of him. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
You've been talking about Selena. I swear to God. Seen like a Selena mural. I was just like, bro, you gotta stop.
Sorry, man.
No, I'm just like, this nigga.
Sorry, man. I'm really tied in with the
I
Lord.
was just like, this nigga's manifesting everything in my life right now. Like,
Really
Jesus
tied in
Christ,
with God, man.
Just start talking about
Money.
Start talking
Money.
about $1 million bucks.
Pod deals, the networks. We're signing that network deal soon, nigga.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's not even me just talking. We signing that network deal soon.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck wrong with y'all?
So we can start feeling better about this shit. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Something to make me feel better about this shit.
You feel me?
Some besides never mind. Never mind. Coming soon.
Facts. But now, once again, Brian, before we move on, rest in peace, Coolio. Only 59 years old, man. That's young. Just told you, my dad just turned 53, bro. So just like, that's young to me, man. So
It's young as hell.
bro, like that's young.
My father will be in November, I believe 57.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
young.
That's young.
That's very young.
And that's close.
Yeah, bro. So just prayers for the family, man. Rest in peace, Coolio. We lost a great.
Absolutely.
A legend.
I'm playing Gangsta's Paradise on my way home tonight.
In fact, as soon as we done, I'm letting that shit spin.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised we didn't play that during pre-pod.
No.
Let's move on. R. Kelly's been ordered to pay over $309,000 in restitution to the victims that testified against him.
Jesus Christ, bro. He's not going to have any more money.
Well, they really took everything out of his account in his commissary. Just remember they took like $29,000. How much did he have left? Like $500 or like some shit like that.
So your bro ain't got no money.
How is he going to pay $309,000 with only $500 in commissary?
He's not.
Are they going to take the rest of his Now he owes one woman. He owes $300,668. I'm not going to name her just for respect. And the other he owes $8,000. I think they should probably just take what was left in the commissary to pay towards the $8,000, and then as he makes his 46 cents an hour working on the yard, he'll pay that off. He'll pay that off by the time he's dead.
Yeah, after.
No, I'm just kidding. He won't pay that off.
Yeah, after 50 years, nigga.
Imagine making $300,000 in jail.
Nigga, you need to be on the outside.
You don't let me out this bitch.
Oh God, you need to be fucking.
Let me out this bitch.
Give it back to society, nigga. If you know how to make 300 inside, nigga, we need you outside.
Let me the fuck out.
What the hell?
No, yeah, he need to be snitching or something. If that's
like,
this nigga's made 300K from inside.
Nah, that's impossible.
You better get this nigga a W-2.
This nigga need to pay some taxes, bro.
The fuck?
This nigga is a threat to society, bro. Get him up out of there.
But I wanted to go more into detail just because they said that he owed over $309,000. They said the bulk of this money though will go towards therapy and herpes treatment. Yeah,
I'm reading that now. It says during the testimony, she accused the Pied Piper is what they're calling him.
The Pied Piper.
My bad.
The Pied Piper of R&B. That's his nickname.
Right. Of knowingly giving her herpes. Sheesh.
That's wacky. Number one.
Ooh.
Number two, I get restitution, and it's not like I don't get the therapy. Is it gonna cost $300,000 for herpes treatment?
I mean, I hope not.
I don't
think so.
I don't know people like that are disclosing that information that they have that to me.
Right.
But I don't know too many people with $300,000 laying around. I don't think that's what they're paying for.
I mean, I would hope not.
I don't think that's like 40% of America has herpes. Right. I don't think they're paying $300K for the meds.
Nah, bro, can't be. That's way too much. I don't think she's probably trying to get some extra in there for her restitution. You feel me? For them long nights of trauma that she's had.
I saw somebody on one of those natural websites say they had a cure, but I don't want to die on this platform. They already killed the nigga that learned how to run cars on water. I was gonna
say I'm good. I don't even want to speak.
Nigga,
a cure for herpes? That was
yeah. No, but the one that I was getting into, that there was a nigga that got on the news. He was like, "Yeah, I figured out how to make a car run on water." Yeah, shoot that nigga.
They probably shot him on air.
Oh my, they killed that nigga. He's dead.
That's crazy.
Who they is, I'm not saying, because you're not getting me. I love the government.
You'll never know.
Oh my gosh, I love the government. We have such a great relationship.
What? I pay my taxes. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I had to stop talking. Nigga, I'm still turned up like Future and Drake. Nigga, haven't done my taxes. I ain't too turned up.
No way.
Nah, man. I've done my 1040s. Mm-hmm. Got some other taxes I need to do.
All good. We're gonna get it taken care of.
Yeah, man. When we get rich,
you know what I'm saying? Got them student loans forgiven. Shit, it's a step. Gosh. It's a step. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that opens, I think, at the beginning of October. Don't miss that shit.
Yeah, because don't you gotta like apply or go somewhere? Like it's not just gonna happen.
Niggas that don't have to worry about their student loans and shit.
Sorry,
niggas that didn't take student loans out are talking about some. Don't you guys have to? Man, fuck you.
I'm trying to help, man.
Don't you guys have to?
I'm trying to be an
Get
advocate.
the fuck out of my face. Don't you guys have to?
Is that what I said?
Yes.
Wow. Let me
Don't y'all have to? This a bitch.
Did I say that for real?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What's wrong with me?
Don't y'all have to? Yeah, we gotta.
I'm privileged.
Absolutely.
Am I privileged?
Absolutely.
Wow.
This man paid for college.
Hey, man. Bless.
Oh, never mind. You almost got me. You almost debabied me.
I was like, where's he going? Nah, man. But like I said, you know, if you were able to get your student loans forgiven, please do the research, because I think you have to like sign up on a website. Like you have to apply for something. It's not just going to be something that's just handed to you.
Right. They're not just going to do it. On the federal student aid website, there's going to be something that opens in the beginning of October. You're going to need to file for that. Okay. That's when they're going to take you through the process of student loan forgiveness. If not, you're still going to have those. You shouldn't have been applying for anything yet. If you've been receiving notifications, phone calls, things like that, those are phony. Get rid of those. But double check on your federal student aid. Most people, if you make under $125,000 a year, you're eligible for $10,000 worth of student loan forgiveness. If you received a Pell Grant, you're eligible for another $10,000. So that makes $20,000.
It's a blessing.
So just double check. Yeah, it's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Just double check. Make sure you're eligible. See if you are eligible, and apply when the time is there. They're gonna crash the website, so get there early. They crashed the fucking website last time. Like,
yeah. As soon as it was announced,
it was insane. Mm-hmm. Like the entire day.
Niggas who hadn't signed in years was trying to sign in.
Niggas thought they were gonna sign in, click a button, and get their shit forgiven that day.
No, man, it don't work like that. You know, shit like this take time. But definitely one thing you mentioned, man, the holiday season is coming up.
It sure is.
Them scammers are out, baby.
Oh yeah, they stay out. They've been out.
Hey, yeah, I mean they always out, but around the holidays, you know, shit ramp up.
Oh, that's when you start getting those emails. Your Facebook's been hacked. Click right here with your social, and we'll get it right back for you.
I kid you not. I was just talking to somebody. He was like, "Man, somebody just opened up a bank account in my social the other day." I said, "What the fuck?"
That's fire. That's fire. Them scammer niggas get into it,
bro. I'm like,
them scammer niggas
with
get
your
into it.
Social, bro. They got your whole social.
Yeah, back when I was doing cybersecurity, people have been open. Like they have this thing called like a synthetic ID or something like that. They can take my first and last name, your social, your dad's date of birth, your mother's address, like put all that together, make it one person. They got your shit. Man, and it's hard to tie down because they're using so many people's different things to secure it. Yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man.
Facts, man. Pay for that extra protection. Get you some
get you a VPN.
Get you some software, fireware, whatever you need.
I don't care if it's Norton. I don't care if it's McAfee. Man. Get it. You put it on all your devices. Now, I'm a Norton nigga myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Norton LifeLock nigga myself.
Another documentary as well. Before we move on, you gotta watch that McAfee documentary.
I've been meaning to watch that.
It's crazy.
And you need to watch Wu-Tang. Get the fuck out my face with that shit, man. Stop fucking talking to me. Fuck out of here with that shit. This nigga telling you I'm McAfee.
Right, that nigga just shut my bitch ass up. Fuck it.
Nah, I'm just.
Nah, you right. You so, nigga, you are so right, bro.
Nah, I've heard about the McAfee one.
Nah, that shit crazy though. I didn't know he was insane. No, like McAfee was a crazy,
like power hungry insane,
bro. Like he was on a run.
Okay,
he was on a run for like a murder, bro.
I think
he got off. It was the craziest.
I think I heard about this. Not heard about it, but like heard about this once the documentary had come out. But I still haven't watched it. I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, because you would think somebody who is over, something like fucking computer software would just be like this saint of a person. And
you would think that somebody that watches and does a hip hop pod twice a week would have seen the fucking Wu-Tang. But I don't understand it,
bro.
What do you mean?
I be forgetting, fam. Like,
nah,
I ain't shit.
Nah, we passed that.
I ain't shit.
In like 2 weeks, I'm gonna need like a book report over it. I was just
going to say a book report.
Oh my god,
summer project ass nigga.
The worst part about it, when I got into high school and we had book reports, I was in AP. So it got to the point where like the teacher would call us out in the hall. She would open the book, spin a couple of fucking pages. It doesn't matter if she landed on 73, if she landed on 128, she'd open it right there. She'd be like, what's going on right here? I'm like, this is the book report?
I was like, bitch, can I see what's happening?
And no, like, I kid you not, straight up right there. Shout out Miss Dickinson. I love Miss Dickinson to this day. She would grade your shit just like that. Like, she would open up to this page. She would give you like 30 seconds to skim over that page or like read over it. She'd be like, tell me what's going on right there. She wanted to know, like, you read that book. I don't care if it's page 59, 174, whatever page I stop on, you better be able to, like, I'm going to give you a chance to, like, recap. If you could flip, like, you could flip to the page before, you can flip to the page after, but you tell me what the fuck is going on right there. So pass or fail. So
you never had to, like, write, like, an essay or nothing about the book?
Yeah, we had D2Ms. You remember D2Ms and shit like that? Saying, yeah, we had those and over our books, things like that. But when it came to you read a book, things move so fast outside of the regular English realm. So like the book report shit, no, we had different books to read like every 2 weeks, shit like that. So it would move just like that. She'd give you the report just like that. You tell her what the hell is going on. Next Monday, you move on to the next book.
Man, let me tell you a story real quick, bro.
Got it, man.
One time, summer, I was supposed to do a summer project, right?
Weren't we all?
In AP classes, but I tried to get out, bro. I was sick of it, bro. I was done with
What year was
AP.
this? What book was this?
Freshman year, October Sky.
Okay, October Sky.
Or it might have been 8th grade. Whatever year Miss Dupart taught, I can't remember. Was that 8th grade?
That was 7th grade. Gross. October Sky. I don't remember that.
October Sky, man. Was supposed to read it over the summer, but, I real life thought I had unenrolled from the class. You know what I'm saying? But
I Miss Dupart.
When first day of school come around, nigga, I'm in the class and everybody has their book reports, and nigga, I'm in the class with no book.
You thought you were in regular English?
Fam, like, because at the end of the year, they ask you, like, did you want to still be in that class?
Your parents would not take you out of that shit, man. No fucking way.
I tried, bro. But anyways, nigga had to do a whole book report in like 3-4 days. I had to read that whole book. I got my ass beat, nigga.
Like by your parents?
Boy, what they called, she called home, nigga, everything. I didn't do the summer project. You know what I'm the only nigga that didn't do it.
And they found out that you were trying to take yourself out of the class. I just know your parents.
Got my ass beat.
There's no way your parents were taking you out of those fucking special classes. Cari, AP, for the people that aren't Texas listeners, I don't know if they have AP in other places. AP is the smart classes. Now, we was in AP. I was in AP. There was higher than AP. It was GT. It was gifted and talented, which moved into our international baccalaureate program. Cari was in GT. Cari didn't get bad grades. Cari's parents wasn't fucking with the bad grades shit. My parents wasn't fucking with it either, but Cari's parents was they were Asian. I don't want to be prejudiced, so like I'm not gonna go more into what that means. But Cari's parents were Asian.
Yeah.
And he was gonna be that fucking doctor.
I mean, I'm here for the stereotypes. It's all good.
No, yeah, you can be a fucking doctor, all right?
Absolutely.
But no, yeah, his parents didn't play around with that shit.
Yeah, especially Pops, bro. Yeah, like I said,
He was gonna be smart.
once the call was made, once I came home, got my ass beat.
And then you did that fucking book report.
And I did that fucking book report, and that book to this day is still one of my favorite books of all time.
October Sky, if I remember right, that was a big ass book.
I think it's over 200 pages.
Maybe they were bigger words, but it was a fat book. Yeah. They made it look like it was big.
I think it's about 200 pages though.
Okay,
but great book, man. Great book. Definitely, it's about the rockets and Sputnik and the race to space.
Hey, Miss Dupart, fuck you.
Yeah, Miss Dupart. Miss Dupart.
I ain't gonna lie, fuck you.
Miss Dupart, man.
I'm not gonna lie, fuck you. And you married a lame, stupid. Dang, I can't do that. I need to stop doing that. Moving on. Yeah. All right. There's a hurricane, Cat 4, sweeping through Florida. Mm-hmm. God bless the people that were not able to evacuate. They decided not to evacuate. God bless and Godspeed. This is not good looking, Corey.
Not at all, brother.
This Hurricane Ian, right?
Ian, yes, sir. Nah, man, it's looking bad, bro. They've already, telling people to evacuate, get out of there. Football teams, Tampa Bay is possibly going to relocate. Like, it's serious, man, and it's already getting started. The rain is coming down. The waters the tides are raising. Is that what they call it?
The tides? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know what they call it, but the levels, I guess, the water levels are raising throughout the cities, man. It's not safe.
We saw a crazy video of a camera that was sitting about 6 feet high already. Mm-hmm. It was just getting flooded and overflowing. The entire area that we were seeing was covered with water. It's 6 feet high.
On just like a residential street,
That's insane. Pray for Florida. Did we ever talk about what was going on in Puerto Rico?
I don't think so.
About how they got hit too.
Yeah.
And how the Dominican Republic got hit too. And how they were damn near and they're still in an incredibly bad state, down to no power. Lots of people dead out there in Puerto Rico. These hurricanes are doing crazy things this season. Pray for Puerto Rico. Like, I did not mean to miss that last pod or the pod before, and I apologize to anyone that we might have offended, because we do come in with current events, and I didn't mean to miss that. I didn't mean to not talk about that. Pray for Florida. Mm-hmm. Pray for Puerto Rico. Pray for Dominican Republic, because it's thick out there.
Yeah,
in all those places. If you were able to evacuate, I hope y'all are in a safe place. I know things might never be the same moving forward. I just hope that with help and with the United States in a better place than we were in a 2005 Katrina state, that we're able to act quickly.
Hey, man, I couldn't agree more. Definitely just wishing safety, prayers. I could never imagine being in a situation like that, man.
Never.
So definitely, I'm just hoping and just praying that everybody makes it out of there safe. They close all the Waffle Houses. There's 21 locations in Florida. They close all the Waffle Houses, so that lets you know how serious it is.
Yeah,
it's category red out here, guys.
Yeah, they actually have different categories, like officially, for Waffle House on when to close.
This is for real.
And what was the analogy? It sounded kind of funny, but it's true. It was in that thread that you had sent me about the Waffle House. Someone had made a comment on how bad it must have been if Waffle House is closing. I just can't remember.
So it says, is this the Waffle House Index?
Yeah, that's the Waffle House Index.
All right. It's an informal metric named after the restaurant chain to determine the effect of a storm and the likely scale of assistance required for disaster recovery. So green, full menu, the restaurant sustained little or no damage and has full power. Yellow means the limited menu, the restaurant is running out of food and has limited power. And then red means the Waffle House is closed completely.
All right, so
we are in stage red.
One of the comments said Waffle House would be open during the fucking Holocaust. So you know it's bad if they're closed right now.
Yeah, man.
I've never seen a Waffle House close. Have you ever seen a Waffle House close?
Never. I've never seen a Waffle House close.
My entire Waffle House didn't close during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. The inside for dining did. They were still pushing pancakes. They were still pushing waffles out. Eggs with cheese and shit.
Right, all-star specials.
I've never seen a Waffle House close for business.
Nah, man. Me neither.
Did they even dial back from the 24 hours?
Hell no, not Waffle House.
During the pandemic?
Nah, I doubt it. Not Waffle House, bro. That's the only spot you can always depend on.
For sure.
Walmart fucked up doing that shit, bro. I'll never forgive Walmart for that, man. So hopefully Waffle House didn't.
Now, they don't have the acclaim they used to have when I was little. I used to eat them all the time. Yeah. I'm not talking about Waffle House. Denny's, they'll never close on you. You'll always be able to get a grand slam special. Damn, what the fuck happened to Denny's, though? Because Denny's used to hit.
No, facts, bro. Denny's, I think Denny's started closing a lot of their locations.
There's one right by the crib, by my crib, right there by that Taco Cabana.
You remember the one that used to be over here by the mall? They closed that one right across the street from the KFC. Yeah,
right over there by the KFC. When you cross over to the next city.
Yeah, that one closed. That's the one I used to hit when we used to go when I was young.
The one I used to hit was that one off 30 Grand Prairie, right by the Grand Prairie, the 3161 split. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know.
See, that boy don't know his,
that boy don't know where he from.
That boy don't know his cities. He don't know his freeways.
That boy young.
Look at him.
That boy young.
But shout out all those places. And shout out Waffle House, and shout out those victims, everybody that's still there in those cities. We praying for you. Everybody that had land in those cities, that families attached to those cities, their kids go to school there, their kids have friends there, they have friends there, family there, their lives there. We're praying for you.
Absolutely.
And we're praying that this situation gets better moving forward for your family, for you, everything. Yeah. I don't know if I don't think we had anything else.
That was all we had, man.
All right, dang. If that was it, I want to thank y'all. It's episode 179. Want to thank everybody listening on the listenership, the viewership. I'm not going to get into every single one today just because we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But we got 180 coming up for you on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's been episode 179 of the Rise and Grind podcast. Your boy Roderick.
Cari, we out.
All right, man. Let's get out of here.